welcome to Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Ragin' Cajuns of the University of Louisiana and the site of the clash we have in store today. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Ragin' Cajuns offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production.
That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Ragin' Cajuns in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Ragin' Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Dropping back, it's Flynn. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback, and sacks, they need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Wide open downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ragin' Cajuns have taken it inside the 20. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down in the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Dropping back, it's Flynn. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. He's got it on the outside. He's brought down, but what a...
The offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got his man quickly.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver. Put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that.
And the Ragin Cajuns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Ragin Cajuns want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tight end getting vertical. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cajuns. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Rice fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UConn. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Now they'll run the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Flynn. Fires it down the seam. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Finds his man. It's Flanagan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Ragin Cajuns headed quickly to the line.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Ragin' Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the field. He lets it fly. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. Oh, there's an alley on the left. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Timeout, Louisiana.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Louisiana, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. It's complete. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. And the Ragin' Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Ragin' Cajuns will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did. Good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time, and as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
To the air. It's Flynn. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They're going to run it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Ragin' Cajuns want to move quickly.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Ragin' Cajuns will punt this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off play action on first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Here on third down. To throw, it's Flynn. Flips it out to the back. Still on his feet at the 35. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Got room to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Here comes the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by a field goal over East Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Ragin' Cajuns are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's it for the period. Break coming, and New Mexico State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. The Ragin' Cajuns will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding this.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Ragin' Cajuns moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. They got that stuff in the ground.
He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Ragin' Cajuns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Working that left side now. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Flanagan. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. The give to the back. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.